Now it's time for the music news. I bring in some news that either involves our perspective genres or some things that are happening. Let's start with something that's happened in Princeton, which you guys went to school at.
What is happening?
The Chinese government is buying a school in New Jersey. Which school, you ask? They're buying the Westminster Choir College.
A Chinese what?
The Chinese government is buying.
They're buying the West. What?
Here, I'll read you the article.
I was just reading about this
A small, highly specialized American music college in Princeton is up for sale, and its prospective buyer is a Chinese for-profit company that's partly owned by the Chinese government. The planned sale is raising red flags on and off campus, triggering speculation of the prospect of an authoritarian foreign government running an American institution of higher learning on U.S. soil.
Yeah, very, very.
Why is it up for sale?
Well, so the Westminster Choir College, there's also like a whole bunch of other stuff that's at play with this as well. The first thing that I thought about is like they're trying to get like somehow figure out what's going on in like the Princeton Science Department, but I don't really.
Wait, do we
understand.
not know what's happening in the Princeton Science Department?
No, I don't know. Look,
That's
look,
a complicated question.
So what's
the
the
Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory?
No. But where's
Forrestal?
No, but where's the other the one that Einstein was part of? The
Institute of Advanced Study.
The Institute of Advanced Study. That's the super
Very heady.
No, it's like that's where the conspiracy theories would start with this, is like they're trying to somehow figure out a way to get over there. But what I think is more likely is that like they're really, really, really into classical music, and the Westminster Choir College is a really great college for choir and conducting and things like that. And so I think that the Chinese are trying to just, because like it's a huge profitable industry in China right now.
You know what I think is huge and profitable? It's real estate, especially when it's bought by Chinese people.
Yeah.
I think they're just making good investments.
But also,
like I don't know if they're thinking that hard about this. They're just like, this is up for sale. We should buy it.
I wish the U.S. was thinking about that, buying some arts buildings. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, we're in debt to them anyway.
Chinese?
whatever we can't afford. I mean, I don't know. It's their money. We're spending their money.
The interesting
we're about
thing
to
about
take
this,
a deep dive here.
I'm going to pull you guys back for a second. The interesting part here is that building is supposed to go back to the theological seminary.
Oh.
That building is actually, there was a contract signed back in like, I don't know what, the late 1800s or something, or the early 1900s, I think.
Yeah.
That's it originally was part of the Princeton Theological Seminary, and it said if it ever can't stay a music conservatory, it has to go back to the theological seminary.
But if it stays open as a conservatory owned by the
so
if it's owned by the other government, but it stays a conservatory, they still have to give it up.
Well, that's the argument right now. The theological seminary is saying like, okay, well, you guys can't run the school as you were supposed to anyway. It should come back to us. And the school, the Westminster Choir College, is like, well, but we're just selling it to someone else. So why do you care?
Something tells me that you're deep in this and you're putting this out
I just
there.
read this. I read this article yesterday,
cool.
and it was really interesting because I'm like, why do they want this small little college? Why? It's so many questions.
I'm of the opinion that they're just not thinking too hard about it.
And they just want the money.
They're just experimenting. They're just like, oh, let's try buying it. Like, we could.
Oh, the Chinese government's
like, they're just seeing how much they can get away with at this point. They're just like, can we buy it? Let's buy it.
That's
I don't
interesting.
know. Are they really going to change everything?
It's a for-profit company. They're involved with that company, the Chinese government. It's not exactly like they're buying it, but they're definitely in ties.